Hi everyone, this is the fourth edition of Behind the Chair. We're still gonna keep this name because we love it and makes sense. And tonight we have again Apryl.
Hi, everybody. Me again.
Yes, we are gonna keep knowing more about Apryl. We're gonna shoot up a lot of questions. Last podcast we had her in the chair and we talk about how things going for her. And tonight we're gonna talk more about product, about what she loves the most, what kind of haircut is her favorite, and we keep going from there. Slowly build up, and I'm gonna try to answer to some of the questions that I'm gonna put myself to her too, and try to give you some advice. What products is trendy these days, and what we can do to help you around to get the best result to that. Okay. So first question for you, Apryl. Since we know what is your best service that you love, being the mullet and the straight razor shave, beside those favorite ones, the haircuts that you're dealing with these days that they're trendy, which one is your actually favorite one?
Out of the trendy haircuts, right now, probably the pushback. Having a little bit of like hockey flow, a little bit more flow around the ears, a little bit on top. I actually really like it. It's easier to maintain for some people. You go longer in between appointments, and it looks fresh.
Yeah, for sure. That's one of the haircuts that's quite very trendy these days. And same time, I'm gonna ask you how this journey actually start for you.
For me, it was actually just by chance. I was dating a boy back in grade 11, and he actually mentioned going into the hair program. And I was like, what? You're going to go in the hair program without me? So I applied and I got in, and I honestly didn't have any intention of doing hair full time. It was more just like a hobby, fun stuff. And I got introduced to barbering, and I got hired at a barber shop 3 months into my hair school.
Wow.
And I just picked it up and kept going with it. And I was employed there for about 2 years until I moved on and worked for Tommy Guns for a little bit.
Okay, what was the first shop that you worked for?
That would be Sport Clips.
Sport Clips. Okay, both of them they're actually franchises, which is nothing wrong. Most of the barber that gonna start this journey, they have higher chances to be hired by the companies like this. Than try to be hired by I don't know, self owner operated business. And which makes sense. We are looking for quality. Those franchises, I have nothing against them. They always looking to get the business done and get you out of the door as soon as possible, and same time create the best service that they can provide with the new guys that coming out of the school. And you know what? We all been there. We all start there. I've been there one day. It is a great way to start, and somebody give you a chance, take it. It's there. So going forward with this, how you actually start to get deeper into barbering.
So, being employed at a place that you really have no idea what you're doing at first is scary. I had a really lovely gentleman. His name is Eli. Hope you're watching this. And he showed me some tips and tricks for men's haircuts. For example, leaving the guard on and using your comb and going up the head. You will blend out a little bit nicer than you trying to do clipper over comb if you're not used to that movement. I find just getting advice from your peers, getting advice from even your clients, being like, hey, do you like this? Do you not like this? What am I doing wrong? And continuing to work on that is the biggest advice I can give to anybody.
Yeah. It's for sure. We all start somewhere, and we always have a person that try to guide us through if we are lucky enough. Same time, most people that trying to get on this road, they have a hard time to start. They have a hard time to find their place. For sure, as I talked earlier in my podcast about the people that wants to start these days, it's good to have a school, any kind, like Apryl start in hair program, which is great. It's not barbering, but it give you some education, it give you some information about what are we doing. Later on, you can learn a lot. When I start, I didn't have YouTube. I didn't have TikTok. I didn't have nothing of this, no social media. And everything that I had, it was just my brain trying to pick up and try to learn from my mistakes. So you guys so lucky this day. So it's so easy to get onto this journey, and it is a good job. How you like it so far?
Honestly, making people feel better all day, you can't compare it to anything. I get to help people feel better on their worst days and on their best days. And contributing towards somebody's smile or a little pep in their step, it's insane the amount of gratitude that you feel.
How do you balance this life, like barber life, with home and family, with friends?
It can be tricky because all your friends and family will want haircuts. They'll want to be in your chair because they see how well you're doing or they want to support you. So I find delegating time for your home tasks, delegating time for your work tasks, and then your fun tasks. So I have certain days on my days off, like Monday. Monday, I dedicate to helping out my mom, helping out everybody else. Sunday's my day. Nobody's allowed to come in on my Sundays. I got to do my housework. I've got to do my laundry. I've got to do everything else that I need to do.
Yeah. It's a you time. We all like to have the you time. Do you have any friends, family member that sacrificed for you on the begin, and they still coming now, being so happy that you got so far?
Oh, definitely. Shout out to my little sister. She was my first women's cut and didn't end so well. She wanted a bunch of layers and the butterfly cut, and at the time it wasn't very popular. So I didn't really have any reference points or somebody to show me exactly what I was doing. So it ended up looking like a nice little triangle at the bottom. But she was a good sport. Her hair was down to probably mid-back. So it was intimidating dealing with that much hair. I still get intimidated sometimes dealing with a crazy amount of hair. But at the same time, when you know the basics and you know what you're doing, it's easier to go.
It's definitely easy when you have somebody behind you and guide you in the right direction, where they point out the mistake that you do. But we not always having that person behind us to tell us what to do. So you gotta guys be patient with us. We got so far in our journey that we are able to recognize everything that we do, and we become more professional every day that goes, and every cut that we do it's become more knowledge for us, especially these days when all the haircuts they are tailored for the person that it's in the chair. It's no wrong haircuts no more. This industry got so far, and the haircuts style got so crazy these days that nothing making sense. Nothing is wrong no more. So you can do whatever you please, ask the way you want it, and we gonna be able to provide it. And it's very easy to do that these days, and it's very easy to get into this industry. So shoot out if you want to find more question about this kind of journey, how to get into it, and what it needs to take. Just shoot out a question there. We looking for any questions subject to discuss in our next podcast. And for now, I'm gonna ask you, what is your first advice to somebody that just started this journey?
I'd say everything you read in the book, because a lot of people nowadays, all that there is hairdressing school. There's not really too many barber schools out there. So my best advice is to try not to go completely by the book. You can use the book as guidance. You can use it as, okay, this is where I start. but that's not where you finish. There's so many extras and little things that people will say, oh, I just want it a little shorter here or a little bit more off in the front. Like Dumitru said, it's very customizable. So give yourself a break. Everything in the book isn't cookie cutter. You can't just follow instructions anymore.
Okay, starting in this industry, even though it's a little bit challenging before, like I said in the previous one with Luis, you gotta do your safety course first of all, because that's the easy one to protect yourself, to protect your customer, not to spread the disease, That's one of the advice that I keep trying to put out there for people to know how to do this, We all likes to be hands-on. Let's do it, Give me the clipper. I can do it. Going through the school is very important just because if you learn to master your scissor, then the fade is very easy. In my eyes, it's very easy to learn the fade. The hardest part is master the scissor. That's one of the things that everybody should know when they go on this journey. Okay, what is the biggest struggle that you have on this industry?
I'd say my biggest struggle is trying to connect with those people that do not want you to connect with them. So they'll come in and they'll just be like, I want a haircut. And you'll be like, okay, what are we doing with your hair today? And they'll be like, shorter. Give me a haircut. And it's really hard to communicate with those people and be like, I understand you want a haircut, but if I take it too short, I can't put it back on.
That's one of the things that I'm not struggling with it, but I'm trying to create a connection with the customer, and if the customer is not able to build up on my conversation, I cut it short, and all my question is just regard by the haircut, So that's the way I keep going for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Which clients type stress you the most? The mirror watcher, the TikTok reference guy, or the surprise me one?
Probably the surprise me one, but the TikTok one is pretty up there too.
If you could prank one of your coworker, who will be and how?
That's a good question. I'd probably prank Luis because he wouldn't see it coming. Well, now you would.
Now you would, but who's the loudest in the shop when the music is right?
I'm gonna say me, but when it's not me, it's Dumitru. We both, when we hear a good song, we're just like, yes.
What is the most embarrassing moment that you had in the shop so far?
Oh, probably starting to dance and not realize that clients are watching, and then all of a sudden Dumitru and his client and Luis and his client are all looking, and I'm like, I'm just having a good time.
There's nothing wrong with having a good time. Who's the biggest troublemaker in the shop?
I'm gonna say you.
Me? Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you.
Okay. I'm ashamed now. I don't know what I did wrong, but hopefully I didn't do nothing wrong there.
Nothing wrong. He just likes to he likes to scare us every once in a while.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We'll be in our zone. And
I gotta keep you up straight, I gotta keep you awake. Otherwise, you guys falling asleep there. So yeah.
The couches are too comfy.
Who tells the worst jokes? But they think they are hilarious.
Probably Luis. Probably, because we don't understand half of the things that he's into. He's younger, so.
What is the song that always tours the shop into a concert?
Oh, Sweet Caroline.
If the clipper suddenly stopped working mid-fade, what is your first move?
Use my scissors or use my trimmer. I could totally do a fade with just a trimmer.
Trying to find out more about products for the people that watching us for that reason. We know the most trendy haircut these days is taper fade, mid, low, whatever it might be the case. Taper fade is one of the most popular one right now, and I know it's one of the services that you kind of got tired of it, and I kind of like it. Tapering was one of my things before this. Uh, I don't know, trend came up. Um, what is your best product that you like to use to style
Like any haircut or that specific
that
haircut?
specific one?
That specific haircut, I really like the Agiva sea salt spray as a base, and then the Agiva texture powder.
Sea salt spray from Agivas creating a lot of volume there. It's used as a pre-style. For who doesn't know, we use that for pre-styling. So we do the cut. Sometimes we get your hair weight with the product directly, so it'll be easier for us when we start to style it. The product is already there, save us time for adding a product. We'll dry you up once and add a product and dry you up on one more time. It's an easy way to do it even home. Yes, for sure. For the sea salt spray, for the people doesn't know to how to use it, definitely always try to put it on the very dry hair. The drier is the hair, the better it's working, because if it's any damp to your hair, even if it's towel dry, you will have I don't know how to put it. It'll be all chunky. If you use the product on a wet hair, that's going to be the outcome. It's not going to give you the volume. It's not going to give you the style that you're looking for. So yeah, how about the pompadour? What do you like to use for a pompadour?
Depends on if they're looking for a shiny look or a natural look. I always ask my clients if they're looking for a little bit of shine in their hair or if they're looking for more of a dry look. For dry, I'd say Extreme Ruzel. Extreme hold.
Extreme hold, yeah.
And then for wet, I switch between a couple. The fiber gel is nice to keep it really shiny and really locked in place, but if we want a little bit more movement, I like the Statement Shine Paste.
Yeah, definitely both a good product, but like if somebody comes just a simple haircut, like number two on the sides, it's a classic, and finger length on the top, make it crazy, make it I don't know, spiky or messy look. What do you use for that?
The concrete hold, if they want it to last them until their next shower. If not, the matte paste by Statement is a really lovely medium hold, medium everything except for a dry look. So I find that it's really user friendly for everybody.
Do you have a product that you love the most?
I'd say the Extreme Ruzel. I love the smell of it. I love the consistency of it, the feel of it. It's a cream based, so it works really well in the hair.
Okay, what's the most style that you do with that?
I'd say Skin Fade Comb Over is the most I use that product on. I have a lot of clients that come in and do the line on the side and combed off, and it keeps it clean for them all day. They don't have to worry about it falling through the day.
This is the products that we actually have in the shop. Do you have a product that you I don't know, in your journey being so far into it over 10 years, do you have a product that you actually work at some point and you like it so much?
There was a brand, it was called Maverick. Yeah, it was out of the States, I believe.
I think I heard about it, yeah. I never worked with it personally, but yes, I did heard about Maverick.
They had a really nice texture cream and a matte paste. The texture cream was really nice for mullets. It wouldn't harden up too much, so you still had a little bit of flow within there.
Yeah, that's about it about products so far. We have a bunch of products that we can actually help everyone. You just got to let us know what are you looking for, what is your style, how you like to style it, how much time you like to put into it, and definitely we can help you put there the product that is perfect fit for yourself. Fun personality question. If your clipper could talk, what will they say about you?
They'd probably say I talk too much. If you've ever been in my chair, I like to ask you how your day is going. How's it been since I've last seen you? And continue on from there.
What is the funniest thing that clients ever said mid haircut?
It's kind of funny. Some people might not find this funny. I have a client that comes in and I'll ask him, hey, are we doing the same things we did last time? And he'll say, yeah, always. And midway through that haircut, he'll be like, oh, what are you doing? I didn't say this. I didn't say that. And he'll try and gaslight me to the point that I'm doing the wrong haircut. But in reality, I am doing the right haircut.
If you are a haircut, which one you will be and why?
Probably say a mullet because I'm a little business in the front, party in the back. I like to have a good time, but I also like to, get down to business and make sure that we're all making money and we're having a good time.
Who you will play you in the movie?
Oh, never thought about that before. I don't know many celebrities, honestly. Girl from Stranger Things. The main girl. I'm so horrible with people, but the bald one, the girl, I'd say.
Funniest moment that you had in the shop recently?
Recently? I had one today. I went to go and make sure my haircut was okay with the mom because I had a boy in my chair. And I turned around and I looked at this woman. I'm like, okay, is everything okay? It was not the mom. It was somebody else's mom. And I was like, oh, long hair. I'm so sorry.
Wrong mama. What is one thing that clients do secretly driving you crazy?
Leaning forward. Keep leaning forward and their cape gets into the chair. And then next thing you know, there's a bunch of hair down their back. And then they're like, I'm itchy. I'm like, sit back.
We're going to make a video about how to stay in the chair and what not to do when you're in the chair, how to step on the chair. Too. We're going to try to make a small video about that. And maybe some of you are going to learn from it. Maybe you don't know what you do wrong. So, yeah, my most annoying customer is not the one that go all the way back and he just stay in the front and I gotta go gadget arms.
Yeah, where you're like trying hard to get to them.
And I'm trying to pull them back and they still keep going, pushing themselves forward. Yeah. Which of the guys, Luis, Dumitru, or Kelly, give you the hardest time at work?
Kelly. I love Kelly. Don't get me wrong. But me and her, we carpool to work together. So we have a little bit more time to ourselves to talk about certain things. And we will bring things up because we like constructive criticism.
Clients who thinks they know exactly what they want, but they don't.
I try to use it as a moment to educate them. It always doesn't work like that, but sometimes they'll understand what you're trying to do. Other times they want what they want. And you sometimes have to give them a haircut that you're not entirely happy with. You have to just give them what they want.
If you could switch places with one of the barbers for a day, who will be and why?
I'd switch places with Dumitru because his chair is always full.
Yours is gonna be very soon, believe me.
Yes.
You just gotta be patient. Yes, she's getting very busy. She's been just a year with Shear Performance, almost a year, and she has few followers when she came to us, but she's getting more busy and more busier. If you have a chance to see her in the chair, to stay in their chair, I believe, strongly believe that you'll come back. The moment you have a chance to know her, you'll definitely come back because she knows what she's doing and she'll give you the time of your life, make you feel like $1 million when you come out of the door. So give her a chance. Come to Shear Performance, book your appointment with Apryl, and keep my chair empty. I don't mind. I want to see her happy. I want to see her busy. The busy she is, the less I gotta deal with her.
I like that.
Yeah. Weirdest haircut request you ever gotten?
This one's going to be a weird one. A lot of people have never heard this haircut before. I was working at Tommy Guns back in the day, and I had this little boy, and he wanted it shaved all the way around until the edge, just like a comb over, but this side was long. Just this side. The rest was down to a number 2. So he just had this random shelf of hair on the side and a buzz cut. He didn't comb it off to the side. It was just sitting there. And that is exactly what he wanted. And he was so happy with it.
So whoever brought him, they was happy with it?
Yeah, which I was surprised. I honestly was like, I'm going to lose my job. Like, this is not good. But they were happy with it.
Yeah, I think at some point we all have a story like that. Okay, that's a haircut. What is the craziest request that you have?
To Luis's first story, shaving the front and the back of a man. Being a female, that is a little bit of a weirder request. And this client was a little bit weird. Not gonna lie. Giving off the weird vibes. So we ended up shaving the back of his back, but I was like, no, I'm not going to touch the front. You can do that yourself.
Like I said before, I will help you to shave your back. No problem. If you request it, we'll make sure we get it done, but the front body, you can reach it. So go do yourself, you know. And I think all the barbers they're out there, they feel me and they know. If it's a shop that you love to work into, which one will be?
Well, before I found this shop, I saw this tattoo barber shop that seemed pretty cool to be able to see people get tattooed all day and get haircuts. It seemed a little impractical because for tattooing, I've done the research, you need a separate room from the hair.
Yes, for sure.
And they weren't hiring at the time. So I was like, it's a little out of reach for where I'm at right now.
Yeah, for sure. Comment down below. What do you want to hear from us? We'll be more than happy to discuss about it and give you some answer. Like I said before, we can keep it private. We're not going to mention your name, but same time, we can mention your name if that's something that you like to hear there. It's no problem. At this point, it's edition number 4. And I always like to say, come visit us, sit down, watching us in action here. Make an appointment if you want to just sit in the chair. If not, just walk in. We're gonna make sure we're gonna fit you in at some point, you know. But we love to work with people. We love to have good chats. So. This is it for today, and we're gonna come back on the 5th edition, and at that time I will have Kelly, and we're gonna go over her beginnings, and we're gonna find out more about Kelly, first hairstylist that we're gonna have on this podcast, and maybe we're gonna find some tricks that she has on the sleeve over so many years. So stay tuned. And give us a subscribe over there and follow us, and we'll be here. So see you soon.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.